we're learning on the job all the time. And it's interesting when we talk about the Great Resignation, and even, I've seen some reports on, what people are looking for, right, as they're resigning. What are some of the main reasons they're leaving, other than, wanting more flexibility and some of the things that have come out during, the last couple of years. But one of the key things that tends to pop out all the time is, I wish there was more employee development. And it's shifting our organizations, because there always is, like you said, 70% of our learning is actually on the job. It's not the formal classroom pieces. And I think we need to shift how we're communicating that and how we're creating those learning ecosystems or learning organizations. Because when we're looking at retention, there's opportunity all the time, but employees also need to understand, you've got to be intentional. I'm going to learn this, but leaders also need to step into that space as well. And I think we need to start giving that 70% more credit. Those programs, leadership, employee development, like formalized programs, are really, really important. But that 70% is, if not more so, important, because it's always ongoing. And I feel like that's a gap that we're not pulling in on, where it's right there in front of us, and something that I think can actually increase our retention without having to go down the route of formal training.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good, really good. Kathy?
Yeah, I definitely, Nikki, you hit on that at the end there, where you talked about, we may not have to go down that formal training, because like 70% is on the job, right? And I think the real struggle right now for a lot of companies is they don't have enough people to do work, so they don't have enough time to train, right? And that's been quite a huge struggle. For the company I work for, as well as other companies or colleagues that I have, right? And so how do we then, how do we then try to make some type of training program or get buy-in to be able to have that time with the individuals to make sure that they do get trained on certain things? So that's something that we're trying to deal with now. I'm sure a lot of companies are.
Yeah. Amber?
What I find really fascinating, as we do the look back, it's so important to what Nikki was saying about punctuating the 70% on the job that we have developed capabilities in our organizations in the last years in ways we never could have imagined. Like, everyone out there, give yourself a good job me, because you have built resiliency, speed to market, agile decision-making. So those are things, if we would have said in 2019, late 2019, what kind of capabilities do we want to grow in our org? That would have been in your top 5. Well, not that we asked for it, but we sure got it, right? And so I think it's really important as learning professionals to remind people that they're learning in the flow of work every day, with the knowledge or the desire to, okay, what is that next capability I'm going to pursue or collect? And that you're really serving the direction of your organization with those really big, meaty skills that maybe historically we put in a classroom, in a webinar, and then we closed that off and went back to our job, right? So how are we using these new capabilities we've acquired and being really vocal about them? So just a curiosity and an invitation to all those orgs out there.